Hello family, welcome back. We bring you stories of incredible individuals who are making a profound difference in their communities. In this brand new series, we dive deep into the lives of those who are playing a monumental role in inspiring and impacting in the lives of so many women here in Uganda. Please join me welcome Madam Evelyn.
Thank you, Joe. My name is Evelyn, founder Rideforawoman. This is an NGO that was started to empower women socially and economically. Started small in 2009 with mountain bicycles, so that is where the name comes from, Rideforawoman, riding to empower a woman. We have 300 women registered with this NGO, and we're looking at women who are domestically abused, single mothers, widows, and women who are HIV. When we started this NGO, I didn't know how to do this, and I started it because of my mother. I grew up with my mother, 8 children. She used to wear one red dress. All she ever wanted was for us to have education. When I got a degree in tourism, my mother wanted me to come back home, because the reason why I did this was because she wanted me to come back because tourism had started in Bwindi. I started working with the Batwa, and that is where I was saving money to actually start this project. My mother kept insisting, you went to school, so think, what can you do to empower women? One of the things that she used to do is she used to call women and show them and tell them that you make sure you educate your children, because I used to wear one red dress, but right now I have many dresses because of education. So in 2011, I was lucky enough that I was able to meet a lady called Patricia. She was here to do Gora tracking, and after her Gora tracking, she was moving in the community and she wanted to sell. She was buying African fabrics. She was buying small pieces. She's called Karen, Karen from Otogota, yes. So this lady couldn't speak English, so I just went in to interpret. But because she was buying small pieces, I was so inquisitive to find out why she was buying small pieces. She told me she quilts, and I'm glad I didn't know what quilting was. So that is where the conversation started from, and she realized I didn't understand, and she actually took my email just to send me the pictures of the quilt. When she did, I was like, this is beautiful. If we could have this here, this could help the women. So what happened is that later on, she went home, she mobilized 2 of her friends, Kim and Jill. They came here 2012. That is when the whole thing started from. This whole place was a bush. So don't look at it now and think that is how it was. No, wow. It was a bush, and we had a small shop whereby we used to hang things around the women's head. So when tourists would come in, they would be like, give me that. Then we'll be like, Ruth, please send us that bag. Emily, send us that dress. That is how we started. So we started with just 14 women because I didn't want to start big and fall off. I always wanted to start small and grow big. And one of the things that I love was to teach women how to fish than giving them the fish. I could have written proposals and get money and just give it to them, but I didn't want that. I wanted them to know that through hard work, then you can actually gain something. So that is when we started the quilting, the basket weaving, which is one of the activities that actually feed us when tourists come to buy these items. The challenge is that we don't have enough market. So we're actually thinking of maybe online shopping so that people can see our items and buy, because these days most people shop online. Yes. So, and then from there, we kept growing, we kept seeing other things. One of the things that I thought about was education for children, because if I wasn't educated, I wouldn't have come back to this village. I mean, I was in Kampala, there was light. I had to come back to the village where there's no light. We were using small todowa. You know what that todowa is?
Those small lamps. Small
lamps where you have to put paraffin and then you have to light. So that is what we use. So, but I had to come back to do that. So we thought maybe having education for children, then that can help the community and help it grow. So far we have 144 children that are sponsored within this area, within this community. We have 11 villages, and these children are from 11 villages. It is not money from sales, no. It has been money from people who come here and they want to be part of the community. They want to be part of the children. So we have a committee that selects children that are from vulnerable family, and also two, we look at people who have 3 children who are home and they have not gone to school, or your whole family has not gone to school. So we try to bring out one child that we can push to be a better person that can come back to help their own families. We have also, we give purified water for drinking, which is water that is free, open to the whole community.
So this is the water filter we use. Members of the community and us members of Rideforawoman, including the women, are free to pick any amount of water that you want for consumption and business. Very clean. So this is the water, and it's very good to consume, and actually it's as cold as water in a fridge.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Hey.
We don't add anything, it's just using sand. This is bio sand that purifies it. We have been taking it since 2014, so up to now it's the same water that I myself take. Yeah. We also think of giving solar to every 5 homes. We put 1 solar in a way of helping communities sharing, but also these children who we sponsor, some of them also come from homes where they don't have light. Like Annette was telling me that one thing I miss at home is the solar. My son has to go almost a kilometer to look for a solar so that he can do his homework. They give them homeworks, but they cannot do it because, so we think every 5 homes, if we put 1 solar, then those 5 children can actually share and also help each other. My daughter is not good in math, so if she's reading with someone who knows math, then that helps you to actually, the other teach the other, she knows English, so she will teach. So we think that will also help communal work, but also children learning to help each other, especially when they have holiday package or homeworks. We give seeds. So when COVID came, people who had seen us, people who had come to visit were concerned, and some of our partners. So they wanted to start fundraising. So we had to do a fundraising page, a Go page, whereby money was coming in to buy food for women. We were able to feed about 4,000 families. So this continued until about 2 years. But later on, like I told you, I don't like feeding people. We realized we're not helping these people. We said now, these may think this is going to be a continuous thing. So we thought about giving them seeds will be a better way for us to help these families. So this is what we do now. Every season, Sherry sends money, and then we're able to buy seeds for 119 families. So those are some of the projects that we do. But when you hear at Rideforawoman, the other activities that you can engage yourself in, you can learn how to do traditional food, that is Bachiga food, whereby you go peel matoke, you can do mingling, you can be on grinding stone, you pounded nuts and all that. We usually also do rolex, so you make a chapati and lower the egg inside there, and most clients actually love that. We also do basket weaving, so the women can teach you how to make a small coaster that you can take home. We tag it with your name, so like the teacher will help you do it, but also it helps you to learn and appreciate how much time these women put on these baskets. Then we have the bicycles. We still have them. Right now we're working hand in hand with UA to see if we can put a route through the park so that people can ride through the park. But right now we have a community riding, we have a guide, so that is also another activity that you can do.
Well, these are some of the mountain bicycles that we started with, but they've been maintained so well, and you see they're actually doing very good. Or you could have a ride around this roundabout. Rideforawoman.
So if you don't ride.
Very good condition.
women can teach you how to dance, because what we do every morning here, we have what we call shake off. The women will sing and dance, and then you're like shaking off. So I keep telling them, you know, when you're coming here, leave all the problem on the gate. Please don't enter, because having 60 women, I have 22 staff, that is 82 people. So the only way to calm them down is by taking off what is hurting them, so that they're able to fit in the community that they're working in. And that has helped us. Sometimes they keep telling us that, last time one lady said that, you know, when we're here, we find peace. And so, but when we're going home, we start thinking, you know, we're going back to our misery. And my husband was like, no, I want you to be as happy as you were here. Take that happiness back home, because that's the only way you'll actually enjoy your home. So that is basically who we are. There are other things that we would love to do, but like I said, so many people have come to me also that I go and start this same project in other parks, and I'm like, I can't handle, because right now I see the burden that I carry almost every month. If all the women are working, I need every day, I need about $100 every day. So if they're not all working, if we put them in shifts, so I need about $2,000 a month. But if they're all working, I will need about $3,000 or $4,000 to run this open. And that is just salary without feeding them. So when I see this burden, and I'm like, I can't add on another. I need to find the better way of, if we can do online shopping, then that can help me. If I see this going, because even the number of women that want to come is overwhelming every time. Now we even have men who come to us and they're like, please just make sure, I want my wife to come there. Why? Because they have seen these women, the developments they have done home. Two, they have seen the changes. We have rules and regulations. You don't fit in, you're out. So people have seen that even when you come in and you're impossible, you have to be possible. So now some men are actually beginning to bring their wives here because they know they will be displayed. Yes. So I'm very honored to meet you, Joe, and thank you for coming. And I pray you'll come back again, and I hope this can bring more people to Bwindi, to see the gorillas and to have more time. And I would request people to also travel, that when you come to Bwindi, don't just come for gorillas. There are other things that you can see that will change your lives. I've seen and I've met more than 4 or 5 people that have come here, that have been volunteers here. When they go back, their life is different. Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's really an inspiring story. And I can tell you, I love the story behind all of this. And you know, Mother Teresa said that if you can't feed 1,000, at least feed one. And this is exactly what this woman is doing out here. So many women have really been touched, and she's really changing lives. So please, when you get time, pass by here and at least support a woman. See you in our next video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.